was Sucker from Panic Disorder. Before that, I Don't Wanna. Now, Sucker was a song written by Phil. Phil, tell us about Sucker.
Sucker was basically written about a girlfriend I had at the time. It was kind of very, very up and down, which ultimately ended, which I think we both knew was going to happen. It was like postponing the inevitable, but it was just kind of like everything that I was kind of feeling and everything that I was thinking all kind of came out on the paper the way I wrote it. And it's very direct, it's very honest, and it's again, it's basically a summary of how I was feeling and the thoughts that I was having in my head during that whole escapade. So
right,
that's basically what Sucker's about.
Cool.
Doesn't get any more real than that.
Nope, no Vanilla Ice there, that's for sure.
Oh, and again, I think Danny's right. It to me, every song that I've ever liked or that I thought was a really good song has always been about something very honest and very real. And if you're just writing something to fill space, I think people are going to pick up on that real quick. And why beat around the bush? Just be straight up and honest about it, and hopefully people dig it.
Right. All right. Being a band, all bands have groupies, fans, wild parties, whatever. Any insane fan or insane happenings backstage or at shows or anything that you care to talk about that maybe can't be shared on a family show?
There was one guy about a month and a half ago that had the snot beat out of him by a Fort Lauderdale police officer outside of Fat Cats, one of the clubs that we play in Fort Lauderdale. And we were getting ready to start our third set. We were just about. I was putting my earplugs in. Danny was just putting his guitar over his shoulder and whatever. We just happened to look out the window, and this guy was, and I mean, full on clothes fits, the whole 9 yards. I mean, this guy, he certainly didn't feel anything then, I don't think. But the next day he was going to be a little hurting.
Yeah, he starts shouting to use the taser.
That I didn't see. I can't vouch for that, but it was. No, that's certainly not a knock on Fort Lauderdale's finest. It was just something that I don't think I'll ever forget. It was just I never thought I'd ever see anything like that before. So
yeah, well, it's always fun.
But that's certainly outside the norm, though. That's like one of the crazy things. I mean, usually right after a show, we usually break down, go backstage, and we have like a group prayer, and then we sing "Kumbaya." We all hold hands.
Is that before or after you got the
because we got to be up for
out?
Church in the morning.
That's right.
Nice.
Yeah, we have a good time.
Okay, now, speaking of backstage, you mentioned how Eddie Van Halen was one of your gods growing up. We all know about the whole brown M&M rider Van Halen used to have backstage. Now, when you guys make it big and you're touring the country, what kind of rider would you have on your what kind of request would you have on your backstage rider? That would be like out of the ordinary, wild, to shock people, or just because you really want it?
Jack Daniels, Jägermeister, and Reese Peanut Butter Cups.
Nice.
2 cases of Yoo-Hoo.
Chocolate and strawberry.
Yeah, bring it.
Chocolate and strawberries. Callie, you like that.
We don't play.
Oh, of course not. Chocolate and strawberries.
I think the band would be happy with an Xbox setup with an endless supply of video game collection.
You'll never get me on stage.
Oh, you gotta. I think every band has that.
We've already cloned Danny. Danny doesn't know it yet, but we've already cloned him. So when he gets lost in a video game, we'll just pull up his counterpart and hope nobody can tell the difference.
Very cool.
I hope you made my clone a little taller.
All right. Upcoming shows. Got any?
Yeah, we actually have some pretty big ones. We have on October 2nd, we're going to be playing at the University of Miami. Actually, they have a patio concert series where at around 12 o'clock noon during the lunch hour, they have a band come up and set up and play, and right on the campus.
Oh, cool.
Which we're pretty excited about. We're also doing the FAU football pregame concert show on October 7th for the FAU football game. The FAU Owls. We're going to be playing there. We have a November 14th show at American Rock Bar, which is going to be our debut performance. We're also going to be in Gainesville I think it's October 17th, I believe. I'm not sure the October 17th or October 16th. It's a Thursday night.
It's a Thursday. It's the 16th.
Okay, it's the 16th. Where we're going to be. That's actually October 16th in Gainesville. Is actually going to be our debut show of our complete live original music performance, which is going to be all originals. We're playing with two other bands, which is what's the name? Pistol Shot Gypsy and Lose the Name. And that place is the Backstage Rock Lounge, I think it's called. Really excited about that. So those are the big shows that we have coming up that we're really excited about. Also, we play just about every weekend locally down here. If you want to check us out, it's www.panicdisorderrocks.com. Got our complete schedule up there. Come on out to a show. It's a lot of fun. Laney will be out there looking hot as always.
Okay.